Who talk say God no dey answer prayer? Who talk so? Election last year, 2 years ago, 2023. Rivers election, so many people are still in doubt up till today. They didn't announce result. Things were going so bad. People in Rivers were shouting, "Kilo shele, waiting happen. We no go agree. They don't seize our ballot. We no go agree. They no go announce Obi. They no go do this." Both the Godfather and the Godson, none of them have enjoyed that place since they swear them in. Godson don't turn to wahala. Godfather don't turn to make we no talk. So people were crying election day. People were crying 2 weeks after election. People were sad. They said go to court. People went to court. Well, they say go to court, but you see, God's court is different from man's court. Kóòtù Olúwa ó yàtọ̀ sí kóòtù ènìyàn. Kóòtù Ọlọ́run, Almighty court, is a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. You see wetin dey happen for the Rivers now? Ara orokun, ara oradiye. That means nobody get peace. Both the beneficiary and the fishy-fishiary. Everybody today, nobody can say I'm the winner. That means people obedient, we are the winner.
Our interest in the Rivers State politics and all of the theatrics happening there is for the interest of democracy, and not because Fubara is our guy or that we are standing with him because it means well. He's a beneficiary of a crooked system. He's a beneficiary of results without elections in a state. He's a beneficiary of high-handedness in politics, democratic leakage in democratic tenets. He's a beneficiary of a rot system, and of course that's why he's current governor. If indeed elections are anything to go by by any standard, both internal and external elections, both primary and elections conducted by INEC, Fubara will not be where he is. So, of course, he's a beneficiary of all of this. We are only seeking for ways to deepen our democracy, and that's why some of us are put. But there's a limit to what we can do. If all of the seeds he has sown over the years seems to want to hit him and swallow him up, then it should be. We can only do what we can, because at the end of the day, it's looking like we are forgetting how Fubara and Wike connived to rig the Rivers election without any atom of common sense, any fear, any consideration for normalcy, any consideration for what people will say. And for days, Wike kidnapped the whole of Rivers and wrote different results. Everybody saw it was glaring, and then somebody is going to wake up and sit in the office as governor of Rivers State and expect everything to go well. It's not possible. It's not possible. Even Wike himself is not going to get it easy. All of this is Wike has in the last few months been minister of FCT. No matter what you think he's doing in the FCT, has spent more time worried about what's happening in Rivers. A parable where I come from, Benin, says, Oh yes, the child that said the mother will not sleep, he himself will not see sleep. And that's what Wike and Fubara has gone into, because they humiliated, embarrassed. I'm sure till today, if the Rivers vote for presidential election had gone to the rightful owner, we would not be where we are. At least that election would have been called into a rerun, and maybe anything would have happened, so to speak. Or maybe it would have been a difficult case. It was the Rivers vote that gave Bola Tinubu the confidence to say whatever it could happen, and he didn't win it. He didn't win Rivers. Until today, Bola Tinubu knows he didn't win Rivers, and Wike dared the consequences and went ahead. Fubara benefited from all of that daring, and today you guys want to sit and enjoy another man's sweat. It can never be possible. It never be well with Fubara, never be well with Wike. Sometimes the problem with some of us, we forget so easily that we pray prayer, we cry, we put our hearts to God, and then God begins to work, and then we see someone begins to also pray against the reward of people's wickedness that we have prayed for. Imagine saying that me will cry after the election and swore that Wike will never have peace. Now me can't they sit down. Fubara is not going to be the answer to Wike. Wike will continue. Fubara will also continue. Two of them will use their head, make they jam each other, make they collide, make they get at whatever happens. And it will be a lesson to all other states as we move on to election. And it may not just be for Peter Obi. Anybody that has the sole interest of this country. See, no matter who you are voting for, I've said it. If at the end of the election, my candidate loses this way, I will step aside. I voted for people. I voted for Fela Duroti in 2019. He didn't stand a chance. I voted for him. And at the end of the day, I was confident. I can say it here right now. I voted for him. In 2023, I voted for Peter Obi, and I'm proud of the effort that we put. I'm proud of every Nigerian that put in effort to say we are done with the PDP and the APC at that time. So it's beyond all of that. But if somebody wakes up and become an emperor, become a Rodic and heroic element, and say together it will go the way of Nebuchadnezzar, Wike will lose Rivers, Fubara will lose Rivers, and by the grace of God, two of them will never have peace for the next 4 years of the 2027 election. And if they repeat that same thing they did in the last election, they will also continue. Wike will never see the office of president in this country. He will never be vice president. That ambition of his will go to rot. I will first Wike do president, and if I first time come, he will answer for all of the crimes he has done in this country. All of this one we are doing now to say, hey, we can leave Fubara. We are just being people that are seeking for the interest of this country. Not be say we side anybody. Who be Fubara? Fubara well. Who be Fubara? Who Fubara help? Who Wike help? Make sure Fubara get up from my front. God bless you, Mr. Isaac, for reminding. This is something I told a few friends a couple of weeks ago. I said, this is my position. Not be say I left Fubara, but at least anything against Wike. And when we are done, Wike will come face the Fubara. So if two of them wants to collide, if Fubara loses the office of governor, to hell, make him lose him. If Wike wants to kill himself because of this, make him buy me, get at.